We did. Hey guys. Okay. This is. Oh my God. This is Galentine's Day for Galatea. I just realized that. And this is just Paul. Hey guys. Hey. Hey. Hi. Let's get awkward for a moment. Hi. So today. Oh, let me see. Is this? Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it. Okay, cool. Hi guys. How are you? Today we are going to be continuing with a project I started, wow, oh my gosh, 2019, January of 2019. Oh my God, I haven't touched this in this long. This is only the second time I'm doing this, but something that I started. Hey guys, hey everybody, hey Apathetic, happy Valentine's Day. You have brought me so much joy. Oh, thank you so much, man. Hello, Internet Superstar. I don't know about that, William, but we're getting there. We're trying. And today we are going to continue an art project from a long time ago. So I had this little idea that as I would travel around the world, the country, wherever I'm going, we have a different background today, by the way, like a different angle of the room. I think this is a pretty good one. This is where a lot of the action happens. We got my forest back. I mean, I didn't clean it or anything, but you can see my nice little trash can. But what a color scheme don't we have? We have going on here, I think. And yeah, so I thought that as I'd bring this gigantic suitcase, which honestly I do not bring everywhere when I travel. So I've traveled more than I have brought this suitcase somewhere because it's gigantic. It can't be a carry-on. It has to be checked. But I will be going to Austin tomorrow morning, less than 24 hours, like literally less than about a little over 12 hours from now. And I would love to add to this and possibly make it better, because one thing I remember when I did this the last time is that, you know, we're painting on a black canvas, and I'll show you in a second if you don't remember. And that means that you really have to layer on the paint in order to see the paint. So, it took a while the last time, probably. Hey, Spooky Boo. Yeah, and so yeah, we're going to continue the art project. I hope you guys are excited. I'll talk to you about all kinds of things. Things I'm looking forward to with this trip. I'm very excited. I think I'm going to listen to my own music. You listen to your music as we paint. Put on your music player as you're listening to me prattle on about whatever I'm doing, and enjoy your own soundtrack. Actually, Galatea does have a soundtrack. I wonder if it is. It's probably live. It's probably public. It would be on my profile, my Spotify profile, if anybody knows how to get there. I'm sorry, I don't have the link right now. But I'm going to be listening to my whole shuffle. So, let's zoom in. Let's get to the painting. Oh. Hold on. There we are. There we are. Okay, so as you're not seeing the whole picture right now, because I have covered up my buildings. You're like, those were buildings? Yes, these were buildings. If you weren't here the last time, it took forever. It took way, like I think that I was going to like paint the entire thing the last time, and then like maybe I'll make this an ongoing project. So, what I want to do tonight, this is the plan. Okay, I'll let you guys in on the plan. So, I'm going to do the background. I'm going to do the sky. We're going to be a little obvious because I've done something similar a lot of times before, but I think it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to do a galaxy scape in the background, even though you would never see that in a city, like above a city, because of the noise, the light pollution. But we're going to do it anyways. We're going to use some colors that I cannot use in fake food, which makes me so happy. So, we're going to use some blue and purples for the sky, which I constantly see in galaxy art. I think it's photos, to be honest. And And we're also going to use green. Literally my least used color. And one of my least favorite colors, as you can tell, I lean towards the warm colors. I lean towards the yellows and the reds. I love those. But, I mean, greens and blues have their place, of course. So we're going to do that. And then, since we're going to Austin, you know, when I did the cityscape, I was going to Chicago. And I don't know if I mean, Chicago has a skyline, and that's about as much as I added to an actual theme of, like, you know, wow, this is really dirty too, but I don't really think that matters. Hopefully it'll stick to this canvas. But I think I want to relate the theme, at least in my mind, a little bit closer to where I'm going this time. And I was thinking about, like, the Keep Austin Weird slogan, you know? Weird Austin, like, they use that kind of language a lot, that kind of, like, slogan. And so I wanted to paint a pretty, I was going to say traditional, but it's kind of the opposite of traditional, like, kind of a, I guess it not at this point is like a graffiti kind of hip hop UFO. I don't think I'm going to be able to draw an alien. Maybe if I can fit a little window in there, make it a tiny alien. But I think it's going to go, this is the best place to put it. There's a lot of stuff, like there's like little pits and stuff. I don't know if you can see them. It's a little dark. I don't know how to change that. So I've got all the lights on it. All the lights I have. But, oh, I wonder if I can, yeah, wait. Maybe I can bring up the ISO or something. This button, oh, okay, well, wait, let's see here. I wonder if I don't even want to unplug it because I feel like it might not plug in again, and I'm scared of that. So, I hope you guys can see it well enough. Maybe I should turn my, Oh, it looks alright. I think you guys see it right. 2 hours later, hello 911. My head is stuck in between the suitcase. Hello, Biohybrid and Callie. I still remember the first stream. Feels like forever. This one actually was a video. Me and my sister Katie were chatting during it, and you can still see the video online today, of course. But oh my god, wouldn't it be funny if you could, like, kind of hear my headphones, like, into this great, very sensitive microphone, and then I actually get like a strike or something, or demonetized. Oh, that would be great. Here, I will show you what my inspo is for the background, and then we're going to try to achieve that. So I went through a couple Galaxy photos, and I really wanted to look for something that has this stripe that goes through it. It's kind of this lateral view of the Milky Way, and I love that. I want to incorporate it. So that means adding a little bit of white. Yeah. No, okay. I just the last minute was going to change an idea, but I think I'm going to try it so that I can test it out. So I bought this Textile Medium, and I bought this off the shelf. I wasn't going to Michael's for it, but I saw it on Michael's, and it turns regular paint, you know, acrylic paint, into stuff that you can put onto material. Now, because the suitcase, it's not a huge deal if it's flexible, but after a while, if you don't have fabric paint, it will start to crack, at least a little bit. And the thicker you put it on, the more that it cracks. So let's see here. Pre-wash fabric, secure wax paper, mix 1 part paint and 2 parts medium. Wow, that's a lot of this. This is a very liquidy medium. That's interesting. I'm a little bit scared. But we're doing it. Okay, I think what I'm going to do. Now streaming, K-Flay. Biohybrid. Been a long time, Jess. Do you remember your old buddy Mike from Rec Radio days? I certainly do. Mike, I remember your logo. You had your own Biohybrid logo, if I'm not mistaken. You guys are always so special in my heart. When, you know, I mean, I'm so glad for the new people that find me. I'm so grateful. And then the ones who are still around from the old days, like, I can't thank you enough. Like, oh my goodness. What would I do without you? Not make YouTube videos. All right, so I've got some little tiny sponges. They're very old and used, but I think it would work great for the little details that we're going to do. I think I'm going to start laying down some purple and blue. You're like not going to see it at first, but while it's still wet, I'm going to go in with some, oh, I'm like thinking, should I split it? No. I was gonna like, should I do one side of the lateral, like, line blue and one purple, but no, that doesn't exist. In this picture, it kind of blends out into blue from a kind of a pinky light purple. Wow, there's even some blonde in there. Guys, tell me, okay, I hope everybody has their playlist going. Like, update me in the chat what you're listening to. If you land on a really good song, put it in the chat. I'll be announcing it. This is Hollywood Forever by K-Flay right now on my own personal. Indeed I did. I still have it somewhere. I just use my animated self nowadays. But yeah, we're going to blend it out. Okay, that's what I want to do. We're going to do, wow, I like the pink too. Like, it's kind of a pink purple. Like, that would be dope. There's some pink in the buildings. I kind of wanted to separate it. So maybe not pink this time, but you'll see a little bit of light, like maybe a light lavender. We'll just keep this pinky on standby, huh? Guess what I got tickets to right after I come back from Austin. So my big vacation honestly doesn't really end till like the 2nd. Anybody a Gabby Hanna fan out there, or even like a shit watcher? What do you call that when you just watch somebody because you hate them? Because I know that she's very controversial. I happen to like her. Controversial subject, controversial opinion. I don't know what people feel about that, but we have a lot in common, and at the same time, I kind of watch her to, like, I'm genuinely like a fan of her mind. At the same time, she just kind of, how do I say this? She managed to piss off just so much of the internet, and maybe a lot of it's not her fault, but at the same time, I feel like I watch it's almost like why women watch true crime. They try to prep themselves for not happening to them, like not getting abducted or killed. So I kind of watch Gabby sometimes for what not to do. But we've got a new coffee today. I just got a new order in. I order in from Pittsburgh. I order in Presto, George. Let's get some paint down, sorry. I'm stalling because I'm scared. Okay, again, you're not going to see much, but we're going to just lay down the foundation, and then after a while, and this tape's going to help so much because, maybe I should I get this wet? I didn't really not see it. I should change my paint water. I didn't do, it's been sitting there for over a week because I haven't changed in a while. Or medium. No. What should I do? Actually, instead of this little guy, it seems to be soaking up a lot. I think I'm going to take one of my brushes instead. Yeah, this brush. Ooh, this is a good brush for this. I just touched the bottom of this. This is where I keep, sorry, let me show you. I keep a bunch of my paints in here, and I just touch the bottom of it. It's disgusting. Because my water sits right on there all the time. Okay, I'm going to lay this down wet and thick. And then when we add the white to it, hopefully when it's still wet, we're going to blend it out and see some of that purple come through. We're going to see the clouds and the shadows. Wow, we need so much more. This is happening. This always happens. We're going to lay it on thick. Yep, that's what we're doing. Now spinning Gerard Way. Solo stuff. Action Cat? That's not the song. What is the song? Wait. It's not even. I lied. Big Spring. Sounds like Gerard Way. What is that? Is it Gerard Way? I have no idea. I'm so glad I didn't use that little sponge. That was going to take forever. Can't be listening to music right now because I listen at full blast and don't want to drown you out. Oh, I've got my levels. Okay. So now, oh, I'm excited. Okay, we need to actually mix this though. I think I'm going to mix it in this guy. This does not have paint in it. It is dried. Okay. So, I'm going to take, I don't want to take too much of this. Put this in the little reservoir because we're not going to need a lot. It's going to start to show up real quick. And then we double the amount. Yeah, I'll show you guys. You see? Oh, you can't. So I made a little reservoir right there. Let's put, oh, I didn't even open this. Struggle bus. Struggle is supernatural. Okay, double the amount. That looks about double. I think to err on more on the safe side is what we want. Oh, I even mixed a little purple in there, but that's okay. Because we will use it. Mix it good, mix it good. Okay. Ooh. It's very potent. Okay. It's kind of looking a little starry. I don't want it to, this is really like the cloud stage. Just want it to be clouds. Now, I've taped off all of these buildings, but honestly, I'm probably gonna go back in there and fix some of these buildings because I just looked at them for the first time in, I guess, 3 years. I've had this thing shoved into the top of my closet, never to be touched. I used to put, like, a lot of just random stuff in there. Stuff that I couldn't use because it was in such an area that, again, I wasn't using. Like, I just needed to put it somewhere, and so I had to take it all out to bring it down and do this. Just forgotten, guys. It was forgotten. Wow. It's really, like, showing up light. Like, I don't have to do a whole lot for it to start to kind of fizzle out. Let me look at my picture again to see the texture of these clouds. It really is like there's a dividing line in there. Wonder what that is. Wonder what I'm even looking at. Like, I see it, but don't understand it. So Austin. I was trying to think of maybe some places to visit. The festival is at a Crown Plaza. I honestly couldn't tell you like exactly the address because I don't remember, and I don't know Austin very well. I literally have only been to Austin for this specific festival. And I was thinking of visiting the Family Business, which is a brewery run by Jensen Ackles. But it's like an hour away from the venue, and I don't like beer. So I actually have since nixed that plan. I do want to stay in the festival for the majority of the time in order to watch the movies so that I can talk to the filmmakers. Wow, I'm not seeing as much purple as I wanted to. Like, there is. Like, actually, it looks so much better in the monitor than it does with my own eyes. Carry on my wayward son! Oh my god, that is really interesting. That's really creepy, which is the theme song to Supernatural. That's I just looked at that. I was not cued to talk about it. It's really weird. But guys, like, this week has been just literally one of the best weeks of my life. I just got back this morning from a commercial shoot in San Jose. They flew me out. And now I'm going to go celebrate my film. Like, after this, I could die, pretty much. I won't. I hope not. I mean, I hope I don't, but it's been pretty good. We're up for a couple of awards, but I'm trying not to think about it because, honestly, it's just an honor to be nominated. And I really do believe that. Like, I want to go and just celebrate everybody and all of their films, because going to a film festival like this, where everybody's coming with their the same, basically everybody's had the same experience I have had, you know. No, for God's sakes, is it gonna keep doing that? Put a brand new battery in. We'll see. It's actually kind of groovy so far. Like, I recognize it for what it is. I really do want to add some of this blonde in there, though. Amongst this purple, I see like a yellow, but maybe I should put more purple in though first. I mean, honestly, the canvas could not be better than right now for what I'm trying to do, because Black Night Sky, didn't have to paint it black. Did not have to paint it black. I see. I'm like trying to sing while I'm listening to a different song. I see a red door and I want to paint it black. You guys seeing it coming together so far? Like, it's a little bit messy, chalky. Oh yeah, maybe I should do this. I think it's recognizable as the galaxy. It's the constellation. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so satisfying too, because at the end of the night, I'm going to peel all this off. I'm going to kind of keep adding the white back in because it's going to keep kind of disappearing. It's going to keep, you know, kind of melting into the black. Once it dries, then it's like gone. It's like 2 shades darker. This is the perfect brush. I'm so glad I saw this. I actually use this brush a lot. And if there's any artists out there too, like, I think I might have talked about this before, how like you can have just hundreds of brushes, which I do. I have many, and this isn't even all of them. But they're like these couple that you've had for so long, and you've kind of conditioned them to look a certain way, or to like, look at all these out of place bristles. Somebody would throw this away, but this is so helpful for like erratic kind of spindly textures if you need it, you know? You can't buy that in a store. You have to make it. Ugh, I'm gonna be an artist for the rest of my life. Just what's gonna be. I love it. Oh my god. It always looks so much better in the monitor. Again, I'm trying to get it while it's still wet so they can really all blend together, because That is one of the signatures of a beautiful cosmic scape, like this beautifully like smoky blended texture. And then I'm gonna like get my blue soon and start adding that with the purple. If you can, and honestly, I bet like it's going to be kind of a hint, a hue, a whisper of a color against the black. Like, I don't think it's going to show up very much because of the darkness, because I don't want to add white to that part, because that's where it's kind of fading away into the blackness, is the blue. But we're going to pick that up in a second, and then I think I'm going to add the blonde. I'll have to like wash this off and change my paint water. Again, I always try to prepare, and then, oops, forgot something. Now playing Fire and Forgive by Powerwolf. Another one of those wolf bands. Creeping in My Soul by Cryoshell. Oh, you're like introducing me to totally new bands. All right, and anybody else got any like art projects that they're working on right now, even if it's one that you've been working on for a long time? I mean, I never, I guess update, I never ended up finishing the Galatea painting, the one that we've been doing off and on. Actually, I think I only did one session on YouTube, but I worked on it a little bit outside YouTube, and I got a little disheartened, not because it wasn't looking good, like it was going the way that I thought it would. In fact, there were pieces of it, I'm like, that's exactly how I wanted it to look. This is what, like this one little piece, that's what it's going to look like in the end. But I know, I'm so hyper aware of how long a piece like this was going to take, that I was like, I'm never going to finish this in time, and I'm never going to have as much time as I need in order to get it done. So I kind of just like dropped it. Okay. I'm gonna do, okay, let's do a little bit, one more layer of like purple on the outside. Get it wet, so that, oh man, I should have wet the canvas. That might have been helpful. It also would have like even more like dampened and thinned out our paint, which would have made it even more invisible. I don't have any paper down, but isn't that like me? There's no catching paper around here. Okay, we're gonna just like put it all around here so that it can just be there. And then on the outskirts of this purple, we're gonna put our blue. I love acrylics for the way that they dry so fast, and then I hate acrylics for the ways that they dry so fast sometimes. Okay, here we go, blue. I'm gonna shake it up because honestly I can't remember the last time I've used this blue. I'm gonna put it right next to the purple, so sometimes it will blend, and we can use that. Wow, that's showing up, isn't it? It won't, I promise. I don't promise. It might not, because it is bright. That blue is bright. Wow. Man, it's making that purple look like a joke. Wow, didn't expect that. That blue's working hard. I'm sure it will start to fade. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. See, starting to fade into the black abyss. Now playing Don't Let the Bellhops Bite. Bellhops? Interesting. By Stupendium. Honestly, haven't heard of any of these bands that you've been spinning, man. I'm gonna have to check them out. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy with this so far though. I know it's not looking at much, but this is such a great foundation for our stars, which we're going to do next. I'm really glad to say as well that this part's kind of getting done fast because I have a feeling that our UFO is going to take a little bit longer. I'm really glad though that I'm adding to this because I always felt like nobody else knew or cared at the airport, but like I always felt this was so incomplete, and if people were looking at it, even if they liked it, I'm like, but it's not finished. It's funny though, I've done something really similar to this where I had orange buildings that they weren't as fun though. They weren't as like, again, like hip hop. And I had a starry background, but I think this one's gonna be much better. And honestly, they'll match. The other piece of luggage, it carries my old laptop. It was my first like laptop case. I was the kind of kid who would name and customize like every new like important piece of property or like technology that I would get. It was inevitable. Did anybody else used to do that? I mean, used to, I still do it. I'm gonna go with more purple so to balance it out, because I'm seeing like now a lot more blue. I'm trying to blend it out into the ether. The commercial was really fun though. Really awesome crew. The clients were there. They were so fun because they kind of chose all the actors and they decided like who they wanted in the commercial. So we got to talk to them. They were so super sweet. Everybody really was. And I just had such a blast. Got to pretend to be an office worker. One thing that's really funny about this commercial that I need to do something about is that I have now worn the same top in like 3 commercials. We gotta do something about that. All right, I'm going to go. You want to see my paint water at this point? It looks like this often. Ew. But this is very unhelpful to me because it needs to be pretty clear. And I need this brush because I want to use it for all the texture in the sky. I'll be right back. And of course I'm going to be going to Austin with paint all over my fingers. I almost did that with the commercial, which was not a good idea. So I had to like really scrub them before I left. What was I painting? What was I painting? I don't remember. Something. Always painting something. Okay, I'm gonna put some blonde in here. Wait, where's my yellow? Yellow. But it's not really yellow. Wait, what do we call this? Blonde. It's like a peachy. It's like a peachy color. It looks really white in the monitor, but it is kind of like this. I have yellow. I have an idea. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get another paint that's not here. Again, prepared. this is my orange, but I... Why do I have so many pinks? Yeah, this has to be my orange. It's not orange. This is the closest I could get to mixing my own orange, which is not very close. So I think what I'm gonna do... It's like this peachy color. And which is exactly what I need. Finally, this will come in handy. I tried to make myself an orange with some colors that I wasn't using, and it didn't work. It's a very light kind of peachy orange. Not pumpkin orange, though. Okay. So I'm going to put a lot of white in this. Oh, this is not mixing well with this purple. Looks disgusting. I think I need another palette. Let's go get another palette. This palette, by the way, if you guys wanted to reduce, reuse, recycle, can you recognize these by any chance? This one particularly. Mushrooms. Mushrooms come in this. And I saw them, like, that would be, I mean, it has all these little reservoirs that you can use for your individual paints. Like, come on. Get creative. Save some trees and get creative. All right, let's make some more white again. And this will be the last time we're lightening it because it is just a whisper, you know, it's the stars are going to be the stars of the show. The real stars of the show. A lot of mix, okay. You've got a real short shelf life today, guy. I just changed the battery, although I was messing with it beforehand. I've got like 3 palettes here. Where am I? It smells like paint thinner or something. It's really potent. Okay, I'm gonna start laying it down. It will start melting right in there. But I also want to add this peachy guy. Kind of contrasts all that orange. I know that looks intense, but I promise, as we've seen, kind of blends in, and I'm probably going to start adding more purple too. I think I just heard the sprinklers come on or something. So if it's spotty, it's like fine because it just looks like the stars that are gonna happen here. Ooh, it's like so foamy and frothy. It's very interesting, this texture. Just blowing out for you guys. And again, it's kind of just fading in. It's going away. Are you excited for the stars? You know how the stars work. Stars are always so beautiful. And like, you have to put it in layers because that is how it kind of creates a foundation that the paint can sit on. It just soaks into the bare canvas, but once you start adding paint, then the future layers of paint have something to like kind of just sit on top of and show themselves. Do I have purple available? A little bit. I have blue. Lots of blue. The wrong way. Now spinning. How Would You Know by Big Wreck. Oh my gosh. The next concert I do want to see is, what are they called? Oh my god, I'm blanking. bands of the pandemic, and I don't remember their name. I'm just thinking of Get Bent Acid Face, which is what their Spotify said. I said their name so many times. Okay, you know what? I think I've done enough for this frickin' foundation. We're gonna add some stars. Looks pretty good to me. You can definitely, even with the dry spots, you can see the colors. Wonder if I should put some more down here though. Some more. I do have all this white paint. Kind of keep bringing it down. Give a lot of brightness to this galaxy. Little wispies in the galaxy. Little coronal flares. Oh, we'll never hear the word corona the same again, will we? Oh, these little things are going to complement the flying of the UFOs so well. They're not coronal flares, though. There's no sun. How would you know? Okay, I'm happy with it. Now, what to use? I have a toothbrush here. It's probably the best. I should test it out though before I go crazy. But we're probably gonna use the same. Oh my god, you're not gonna be able to see it. It's so light. I wonder what this will turn out like, because I'm thinking that it's too like watery and diluted with this textile thing to even show up, but I guess we'll see. I need a test. The first one's always way too heavy. Let's do a test. Ah, yeah, that's good. Wasn't even too heavy. And it's probably gonna disappear, so I'm gonna get a lot of it here. All right, let's see. Wow, where is it? I mean, I do see it somewhere, but flick, flick, flick. Not getting a lot. I think I'm gonna pull out the big guns. I'm gonna cover it with white textile paint. Okay. So this was what I was gonna grab earlier. This is actually white textile paint. I just wanted to make it myself, I guess. And I think this stuff, I think, will also show up much faster. Do I need to mix this with anything? I think it needs to be a little bit more watery than this. Maybe I'll put just a little bit of textile paint in here. Okay, I think that'll do it. Look how much like brighter that is, and I think we've mixed a little paint in that one, but still it's just like so much more potent. Okay, test. No, it's still pretty good. Okay. Are you seeing it? I think you can see it on the monitor even. Shooting stars. Keep going back in. Yeah! We've got big stars, we've got little stars, and I want different colored stars too. Oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about! I should have done this from the beginning, but little bit more white, and then I'm going to go in with like I guess a yellow. That would be like really the only other color that would make sense. Do I even have yellow? Huh, that looks so cool. I'm gonna use up all this white. My fingers are just covered with paint. Man, I put the galaxy over there, so I guess I'm gonna have to put the UFO here, now that I think about it. We'll make it work. It's like this was my open canvas space, and that's what I ended up doing. Okay, let's crack out. Oh, this is the yellow. This is my my yellow. And if you wanted to know what this is Angelus leather paint, and then we've also got Imaginate soft fabric. You can get this in Michael's. You can get this online, Amazon, anywhere really. I'm gonna put it right in the white spot because it really doesn't matter. It'd be great if it was like a pale yellow. Honestly, I don't need that much, and I don't need to thin this out because this is definitely much more watery. I'm going to do a test because I think this is going to come out pretty thick. Okay, we're good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Sometimes I like to add a red one in there, too. I don't know how many of those I want, though. Like a red star. Oh, but isn't this looking just magical? Biohybrid, I am getting your whole playlist. I love it. Stupendium is nerdcore rapper. Oh, gotcha. Wishful Thinking by Newfound. Oh, I've heard of Newfound Glory at the very least. Maybe I'll use some of this peach, because we got it. Have a very multifaceted galaxy. I mean, this is a pretty realistic one too. It's like dotted with bigger stars. Well, I guess they'd be closer, not bigger. Is that how that works? I want it to be bolder than this. I feel like it's like, what do I do with this? Right. The thing that I always forget are like napkins or paper towels. Always. Always. Did you guys have dinner? I have very few things in my fridge right now because every time I go somewhere for a while, which is going to be this coming week, I try to empty the fridge out of all perishables so that they don't go bad while I'm away. And so I have like now 2 eggs, 2 strips of bacon, and some sandwich stuff. That's it. That's all that's in my fridge for me. I mean, it's cool. It looks great and everything, but it's not as dynamic. I guess the black paint really swallowed it up. Some of these colors. Like, look how vibrant that is. But yeah, I guess I can deal. Am I okay with this? I mean, I already put the stars on, but I like want to add pink over where that pink is. Like over here. Do you guys like support that decision, or Traveler Song by Aviators? I actually think I know that one. Can't place it, but I think it's on my iPod. I'm gonna do it. Doing it. And then we'll just go over it with more of my toothbrush paints. Now playing reading Play Destroy by Poppy. Just going right in. Going right in. It's going to disappear. So, not being too miffed about it. Now I'm playing Little Hood Rat Friend by Hold Steady. Oh my god, that looks so dynamic. Oh my god, it's not gonna stay that way though, don't worry. Oh my gosh, guys. Have I ever told you about, like, my newfound fascination with liminal photography? I'm kind of obsessed right now. But the thing is, I don't like, you know, like, kind of the standard, obvious, like, just, you know, taking pictures of random places. I love when people add a sense of, like, this neo-nostalgic 80s neon vibe to it. I guess you would call that vaporwave. And I've never had a real big affinity for the 80s until right now. It's not my nostalgia. I'm going to go in with this hard white to make this a little bit more vivid, because I'm really not getting as much drama as I wanted. I think this stuff's going to stick because it's pretty thick and opaque. Are you guys liking this? What do you think? Give me your honest opinions. Did I screw it up by adding the pink and the purple and the white and... I like to think also when you paint something like this, it adds a layer of protection. Like, it adds kind of a new casing onto it. It makes it even stronger. I think that's true. The thing about I'm not doing this right because there's like this weird dividing line. And it's not as much of a straight line. It's like they're literal clouds just kind of making this border. I want this to be like I imagine. I don't want to settle. Imagine. I'm looking at a photo. It might not even be a photo. I think it's probably an artist rendition. I wanted to say rendering and rendition in the same time, so that's what happened. Renditioning. Drama. I never been with your little hood rat friend. I never been with your little hood rat friend. Who makes me think you're again with your little hood rat friend? Yes! Yes! I'm obsessed. Ooh, here's an oldie playing live. Oh, I don't know what it is yet. I'm gonna try to guess what it's called, but without looking. What a terrible band name, by the way. Like, I love the band. Loved them since I was a teenager. Live. I mean, I know that they didn't start when the internet existed, but what a terrible name to Google. Live music. Bad idea. Now that's dramatic. I want to make sure to carry it all the way over here. deep enough. I had to wait till the chorus, though. Now you definitely can't see too much of the blue. Oh, it's still wet. Goodbye, stars. Practically all the stars. Honestly, like, I would actually recommend the Imagine 8 in this packaging. There's Imagine 8. They're in these little pouches. It's like a fraction of the price, and I'm like, why wouldn't you buy the pouches? It doesn't say, of course I'm getting paint on my carpet now. It doesn't say that it's any different. It's not called anything different on the packaging, but it's a totally different formula. The pouches are like really thin and glossy, and they work a lot more like tulip paint, if you're familiar. Mixing a little bit of white there so it can show up a little bit more. So you can see that blue. And then we're gonna put the stars back on. Now somebody's gonna definitely steal my suitcase. But I'll know how to describe it. It's got a galaxy, a UFO, and a disturbed city skyline on it. So I like it. I like it a lot more. I'm gonna wait till it dries to officially like know what I'm looking at, but I think that's a lot better than what we settled for. Doesn't look exactly like the picture. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, the picture has these little darker spindlies that go throughout the light parts. Do I care? Do I have a brush that could give me that kind of... Here's another one that I kind of manufactured. These are called chip brushes. I think the other one's called a chip brush too. And at some points I like let some of the paint dry. So again, I can use it to like create textures. I think I'm going to try to add back in a little bit of the darkness. I should honestly add in black is what I should do. And I do have enough of that. Not a lot though, because it really comes on strong and it will show up. Start from the middle, kind of go. Wow, I think this is a success, guys. I'm pretty proud of this. I mean, painting galaxies are some of those things that are so therapeutic because, I mean, you can go wrong with anything. Like, anything can kind of turn into a mess, but it is also really easy to improvise. And you can get away with a lot of improvising. I want to say I'm done. I want to say that I'm done. I think I am. Things are drying now. Things are showing their true colors now. And while they're doing that, I'm going to take a drink break. I've got my liquid snacks. You've already met the coffee. Oh, I didn't finish talking about this coffee. Look, I love the way that my paint palettes look at the end of the day too. Like that's a vibe in itself, right? So I got some new. We'll let it go for a second. We'll let it rest. While it's drying. Hello, Regato. Just arrived. Looks good. Thank you. Thank you. Now that it's not on the actual painting. We're going to be back in about like 3 minutes with this when it's dried. 3 to 5 minutes. But I got a new shipment of coffee in today. And what I like to do is get some flavored decafs. I scoured the internet. And I'm sure, I think I told you the story one time that I scoured the internet for flavored decaf coffees. Something that was a small business that I could support, because coffee can be a fair trade thing, can be a small business thing, instead of just buying from a gigantic coffee roaster that's like, you know, exploiting people in South America. And this is tiramisu. I also got Irish cream and marshmallow. Oh, I'm pretty excited about that. Maybe I'll make that next. So tiramisu. This one was the one I was excited about the most this time. And I even put a little bit of sucralose in it to bring out the notes. And I'm not getting tiramisu. I actually don't. Like, okay, so tiramisu. We've got custard. We've got custard, maybe I'll know. We've got lady fingers. We've got coffee. There's coffee in the dessert. And then I think I want to say amaretto. Is that in there, or is it something else that's like amaretto that I'm mixing amaretto up with? But yeah, we got a new guy. I'm like bending across my art to see this. Michael Fletcher. Good evening and happy Valentine's Day, Jess. Just caught your singing when I came on here. Oh, I'm sure I have fabulous singing voice. But yeah, so I'm pretty disappointed with the tiramisu coffee. I guess we'll see what the other ones taste like. Marshmallow. I was looking for a s'mores. I didn't necessarily see it. I'm trying to try all the ones that pique my interest, and then I'm going to go back to my favorites and kind of like create an all-star team of decaf flavored coffees. Excited. But I got to use these up first. And I do use them up. If I don't want to drink them, I'll find something to do with these coffees. Which is a weird thing to say, but... Okay, they're almost dry. I can see some shininess still on here, which means it's still a little bit wet. We're not seeing its true colors. What else did I want to talk to you guys about? I'm like trying to see if I got... Oh, it's keeping it pretty covered. It's going to be really nice when I peel all this tape off so you can see the whole picture. And then I definitely, before the night is over, it's probably going to be one of the last things I do, is touch up some of these buildings because they never looked good to begin with. I was trying to layer on the colors and with my old paints. And I don't have, this is the only Imaginate I actually have. I should get more. Well, what I'm trying to do, guys, this is what I'm trying to do. I want to use all these up. I have all of these bottles of all these different colors. My mom and myself, I would buy like a whole bulk set because that's kind of what I found for fabric paint. And then I discover other brands. I'm like, well, this is kind of better. This goes on way thicker. It's still as flexible. So once I get rid of these, and believe me, I don't know if you guys do this. I don't know if you're like me in this way, but I very much like am a conservator, not a conservative, but like I try to use and save because I just, you know, I as a millennial, I feel my impact on the planet, and I also just don't like waste, wasting my money, wasting my time, my energy, so I use a lot of things that I don't necessarily want, but, yeah, I'm going to be using up, oh god, do I have two blues? No, that's the same blue, thank god. And, like, on projects like these, which is great, that I get to use it. Now spinning Smashing Pumpkins, but what song? I don't know what the song is called. Monuments. Expected delivery. Oh, my COVID tests are coming in. I ordered COVID tests from the government. Anybody else get theirs? I'm getting it on Tuesday, which I won't be here. Hopefully my roommates will bring them in. I looked at my email and saw 30 emails when I usually have like 5. Just not being around. All right, well, we're getting close. We're getting close to a drawing. What else can I talk to you guys about? This was not the only thing I painted today. Oh, I can't open my, actually, maybe after this is all kind of like dried, I'll show you some of the things that I'm bringing. When I get off stream, sorry I can't do it on stream, but I am going to be trying on like every single outfit that I want to bring. And making sure that I like it, because like I literally, guys, have never been more excited for an event. Like when I went the first time to this festival, I was going with a really short film, didn't really know what to expect. This is my time now. Galatea is nominated for Best Picture at the festival. I don't necessarily think we're gonna win. I don't know about that. There are so many films that are being kind of advertised amongst the groups, not like on television or anything, and you know, that the festival director likes and everything. I don't really know who all goes in. I mean, it's a team of people that vote on it, but again, it's not about the awards, but that would be a nice cap to the event. But I'm just so excited in general to talk to everybody and to meet all these filmmakers that are just so similar to me, because I mean, imagine meeting people that do exactly what you do and just meeting like 100 of them in the same room. Those people that you didn't like, that no one else really values their interests or their conversations, and then you all just fold over all of your stories and get to talk about your biggest successes and have someone understand what you're talking about. Hi, Interactives. Welcome to the paint party. We're about to look at what we've got so far. I'm waiting for it to dry so we can see the real true colors, because the black canvas really dampens it down. It's pretty close right now. Ooh, still pretty wet. Yeah. Oh, but I got every color that I wanted in here. I'm so excited to take this Samsonite around. Maybe at the end of my life, I'll like really auction this off and or maybe I'll be dead. Who knows when it's gonna leave my property. This would be quite something to have. I want to go to a lot more places though, and paint a lot more on it, make a lot more memories. And honestly, I was gonna say there's not too many more spaces, but we've really only painted the top. This is a side, which I wanted to do, the bottom would be like a root system. The side, there's quite a bit over here. I don't know how much you'd see. Maybe there'd be something like on its own over here on the top. That's where a bunch of patches could go. That'd be cute. And then the other side's completely blank. This would be like the top, one of the sides. It's completely blank, and the back has a lot of canvas too. And there's nothing back there, so I've got room. I guess on the back. Oh my God, the back, guys. The back is completely flat and bare. There's like of any kind of like bumps and pockets. There's nothing back there. It's all canvas. There's some pipes though. I mean, it's not pipes. It's rods where the handle goes down into. I can feel them, but I could probably like put cardboard under there maybe to make it a little bit flatter to paint on it. The whole other side's a whole other scene. I haven't even finished the top. We've got so much to do. I hope you guys will be along for the ride forever. I mean, some of you guys have been here for 10 years. Been on the internet for 10 years, and I know you guys from back then. Hello, Interactus. Val, happy Valentine's Day. Everybody say happy Valentine's Day to our girl. On your list, your Galaxy suitcase in your will to me. Oh. I can leave this in. Yeah, if you want it, Valerie, I'll give it to you. We'll see who kicks the bucket first. Probably me. I feel like I'm a little bit more reckless and stupid. Yeah. Hope the event goes well. Tries to see the color. You'll see it. Don't worry, Interactus. You will see it. I just kind of want to surprise you with the final like dry down's gonna look like a little bit. Just a little bit of drama. I'm trying to think of things to chat about while it's drying. I have by the way, my dinner was like I've been really killing this breakfast burrito deal. Breakfast taco. Breakfast quesadilla. It's like we got two slices of bacon, an egg that I always try to put in here whole, like full, like runny yolk, so that if I bite into it, it will run, but it always ends up running when I flatten it, when I close it. Cheese, hot sauce, garlic salt. Yum, 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 yum. It's so cute that you guys all kind of know each other in the chat. I love that so much. See, I'm a little afraid if I like, some of these spots are really wet. We can look at it. This camera keeps deciding to turn off on us. Maybe I'll change the battery now. Let me see if my battery is charged, because I was charging another one. Aw, damn it, it's not even plugged in. Oh no! Well, that answers that question. Okay. Hope we survive with this one battery. Or hope it charges by the time we need it. Okay, this is what we working with. I'm like trying to decide if this is old paint or new paint on my carpet right now. All right, and we're gonna add the stars soon back in. Mexican breakfast sounds good. Actually, yeah, I guess it is kind of a Mexican breakfast. Oh, the taco, yeah. Yeah. Interesting. It's like a little scratch there, man. Like, weird. Oh, God, I love it so much already. It's got like every freaking color in it. Oh, I love it. What I'm afraid of is putting the stars on while it's wet, so it will kind of bleed a little bit. I want the stars to really stand out amongst all of the colors, all of the clouds and but this just looks so good. I'm gonna get this stolen. I'm looking at the bottom. It's like kind of like I was really lazy about like making these buildings kind of trail off, and I'm just gonna turn them into green and brown roots. It's gonna be awesome. I think with that though, I'm gonna have to really add an undercoat of white so you can actually see green and brown. That's not very easy. Now playing some really old Deftones from the first album. 1 week. What was your favorite thing that you ate this week, guys? I know I asked that a lot, but I love hearing your answers. I did not stop today. I was in San Jose this morning. It's crazy. I just had the rest of my day ahead of me. I'm looking at my dry downs on my palettes. Looks pretty funky. The Textile Medium, it's so interesting. I'm mad at myself when some of this paint dries, and I've got a lot in here. Like this yellow, I've got no more of this yellow left. I mean, some, but like very little. I might end up buying some more Angelus colors to replace some that I really need. Because sometimes the soft touch just doesn't compare. Alright, I think it's time. I think it's time to add those stars back in. What did I use? Did I use the soft touch? Yes, I did eventually. But I'm going to add some Textile Medium to make it a little bit more fluid, because it is real thick. Which is what we want sometimes, but not right now. Paintbrush. Ooh, wait, where is it? Oh, there it is. We want a clean paintbrush, though. At least a dry one. It has colors in it. Ugh, I need to wash this. If I don't, then our stars will not be bold. And I want them to be bold. Okay, guys, ready for some more stars? Some more star action? We are in Hollywood after all. Okay, test shot. Glad I did that. It's real heavy. Oh, wow. That is a lot of stars right away. Right off the bat. Yum. Going with some heavy stars. So easy to add the stars back in. Just a couple little squirts of the toothbrush. I'm really glad we didn't settle though, guys. I love it so much more now. Let's put some other color stars in here. Oh yeah, I'm using my yellow like I want to do. Yay! A giant star landed on the tape that we are taking off and throwing away. Oh, that looks so good. Oh my god, I love it so much. Guys, brainstorm with me. What should go on the back? Because, like, I had this scene all in my head, like, the cityscape, the sky, the root system on this side, but what's going on the back? And then maybe it can also wrap around to this kind of, like, top side over here. But I don't know. I don't have any idea yet. Believe me, if you have a good enough idea, I will use it. Because I don't have one right now. Where I feel everything. Love this song. I Feel Everything by the Misters? What are they called? Waters. I don't know what Misters is. What other colors do I have here? My peach. Oh, I love it. I think I want more bold stars in the clouds. Some that will stand out and add even more dimension. And then we'll be done with the stars, and then we're gonna move on to the UFO, guys. What time is it? Wow! It's only 7:19. We did this all in an hour, which honestly, like, I'm getting better. I think I'm getting, like, more efficient. I'm understanding what time means. Okay, this is quite a color. It's that peach that I wanted, but now it's in the stars. Okay, this is intense. Some big old stars. In my rug and in my coffee too. Great, great. I actually should not probably drink that coffee now. Okay, I think that is quite enough stars. I am loving it. What do you guys think? And that is it. There's some giants. There's a giant star right here. I don't know if you can see it. It's right. Can't see. Oh, there it is. See that big star? Don't know what to do with that. That's gonna just stay there. Paper towels? There you are. Okay! Okay, now let's start to plan our UFO. I'm wondering if I should maybe, like, go in with white first. There's the rest of it. And kind of, you know, because, like, if I go in with green, you're not going to see it. I'm going to have to keep going in with green. So maybe I'll kind of, like... And I want it to be pretty big. I wanted it to kind of be as big as I could make it on one space. So I think I'm going to right now kind of sketch it out. Sketch it out with white. I think that's the idea. Yeah, okay. I have white here. And as far as color goes, here, what do I want to do? Do a ball. I'm going to do a ball, and then I'm going to kind of do its, like its ring of Saturn. It's, I don't, what is this part? What is the, I don't even know what the parts are called. Couldn't tell you. It's a pretty round, it looks very not round to you, but looking down upon it, it looks pretty round. Oh, now it's getting mixed up with my other colors. And then I'm gonna, needs to be even bigger. But I want to do it kind of slowly so I don't mess it up or mess other things up around it. It has to kind of go over these hills and valleys of the suitcase. So I'm going to make a ball, and then I'm going to make its little awning, whatever you want to call it. Its little wings. Like, what's the thing that goes around a spaceship? I remember listening to Scar Tissue, which is what I'm listening to right now, by Red Hot Chili Peppers when I was little. Had no idea, and didn't really even try to learn what the chorus was saying. With the birds I shared this lonely view, never even crossed my mind what it could possibly mean. I just loved the way it sounded. The birds I shared this lonely view, and like, what is that? Dude, did it take me till, like, reading Scar Tissue to even know, like, what the heck that it was saying? I don't even know. I'm just using, like, I'm just using what's left in my palette to sketch out because, like, I hate wasting paint! Looks like its own little planet. I think moving my camera might be advantageous right now, so that you guys can see more of a top-down view, because it looks really distorted in the lens. I guess that's a little better. Do you agree? I want to add streaking comets. Oh yeah, I definitely want to do that. There's one right there. Let's do that. Let's just add one while we remember. Because we've got the paint. Put one over here. Do we have the paint? Maybe we do. Honestly, I'm using it up. Oh, actually, I don't want it to... There's one! There's one! Cute. What else? The flux capacitor. We're not going to time travel without it, of course. You've been to this place? Oh, you must be a star man. starry background that you used. Oh yeah, oh no, I definitely still have it. It's actually behind my red sequins. It's still there, and I still like using it. You love Jesus and Mary chain. Yeah, getting back to those 90s. Michael Fletcher says music like from artists like My Bloody Valentine, Tamarin, and others. Shoegaze began in the 80s. Oh my god, shoegaze is so tied to this, again, this 80s aesthetic that I'm like obsessing over right now. So I love it. Okay, it looks like a planet. Should we just leave it a planet? No. Okay. Well, I'm all out of my white paint, my sketch paint. Oh no, here's some perps. It's all dry. Good. Great. I'm gonna use this to keep sketching because honestly, guys, I have so much white acrylic paint. I don't know what to do with it. I actually accidentally bought more. It was in the basket and I thought I had put it back. And I didn't. So I'm gonna keep using the textile paint and the white to sketch. That was the most terrible mixing I've ever done. I just kind of like pushed it around into each other. And once we get this white layer down, the green's actually gonna pop. We're doing green. Oh, damn it. Hope that other battery comes in handy soon. Oh, I should have my little mushroom mug that has a little mushroom cap. Then I won't get my stars in my coffee. Oh, that's so romantic, isn't it? Won't get my stars in my coffee. Now playing Cold War Kids. I'm not a fake fan. I do really like this shirt though. If you're a band, like I don't even know exactly how they made this shirt. This shirt is not screen printed. The material of the white is the same exact of the black, which is so unusual for a band tee, I feel. Like it's all graphically, it's like all screen printed or, you know, digital placement onto a shirt, but this was like made in tandem. It's like it was either bleached. It wasn't, I mean, what do you call this? I mean, I guess it could have been bleached, but really accurately bleached. Okay, so now you know, I was gonna look up I tried to look up a picture of a UFO. I was like, and I tried to look up a picture of a graffiti UFO, and I'm like, I couldn't find it, and so I didn't try too hard, but knowing me, I know that I'm going to think that I know what to do, and I'm going to be wrong, and then I'm going to be really upset with myself. Yeah, I want this real classic, like, flying saucer shape. Kind of. So it has a circle, and then it has, again, like... Interesting. When I was thinking of this, I kept thinking of, like, looking at it from the top, but you'd always see it from the bottom. Why didn't I think of that? Interesting. Okay, this is actually closest to what I'm trying to go for. That, like, it's saucer part, it's rings of Saturn are kind of in the middle, and then the ball of it is, like, you know, in the center. This is, like, a flatter shape. Oh, there it is. It's exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm actually going to use this picture exactly. That's what we're doing. I just need the shape. I want it kind of tilted. Sketchy, sketch, sketch, sketch. Guys, I think it's gonna be good. Gigantic piece of paint. Oh my god. Whatever. I'll cut it out later. What did I expect, though? I'm so scared. I, like, can't mess this up or else it's just gonna see it. And this saucer shape comes, like, all the way down, way far down. I guess if I mess up, I can just make the ball a little bit bigger in the center. Like, I can extend that, which is fine because I did want this to be very prominent. I want it to be like the star of the show, this UFO. Does Austin have any UFO sightings? No idea. Because I don't know enough about the place. Oh, God. I'm probably going to have to touch that up later. A little bit hard to navigate the cracks. Once I get this shape, I can just like add in all the details I want. And we'll really get to experiment with style. Oh, now I'm hungry again. What do I do about that? Cover up that Samsonite logo, sorry. Didn't mean to necessarily, it just kind of happened. Man, I think if I can like draw and paint, I feel like anybody can, because every time I try to go in with my mind, I kind of screw up and I need a reference. And then as soon as I have a reference, like things start coming together. Like, so what I'm saying is you can be incredibly misunderstanding of general physics and perspective and shape. But if you can break down a photo that you're looking at, might work out. Just use a reference. Even if you just want to use a reference to begin. And then kind of branch out on your own later. Kind of building the confidence is part of the process. Because if you don't have confidence continuing down the line, you won't even continue. You'll kind of like put down the pencil and paper and never pick it up again. And once you stop, you can never have any more room to improve. Okay, like that is practically the shape. I feel like the saucer part is a little bit bigger on here. And that actually might be important. Which is, it's good though that I can continue to build it out, because if I made the saucer too big, then I would just have to continue adding onto the center ball, where all the little aliens sleep. What's your favorite, like, supernatural subject? Is it Bigfoot? Is it ghosts? Is it aliens? I don't think about aliens nearly as much as I think about ghosts. And I really don't care about any other cryptids, to be honest. Like, I know people are obsessed with a few. And I know a lot about them because they are always in my stories, my storytelling podcast that I listen to. So I know all the lore. Like skinwalkers. And what else is there? Chupacabra. I know what most of them are like and what they look like and what they do, all their little powers, their little origins. Totally demeaning them by adding little to every single one. I do believe that aliens, like, pretty much have to be real. Like, people that don't think that aliens are likely, they're just, like, not paying attention to science, you know? Like, in my opinion. Here, why don't I... Hi. Hi. Total eclipse of the heart. Speaking of Austin, I believe in April of 2024 there will be a total solar eclipse. Whoa! In Austin, particularly, only Austin? I guess it could be in one place because it has to be place specific. Or what? Because it would be at one angle. Like, people in other areas could not be eclipsed. Right? Is that how that works? Makes sense. Now spinning Third Eye Blind. I was gonna say, wow, like all my favorite bands, but like, of course, all my favorite bands because they're on my iPod. I still say iPod even though it's on my phone. Because, like, what? If you say phone, it's like your phone does everything. Your iPod did one thing. Shape's a little off. See, now it's getting away from me. Now it's going away. Now I need to fix stuff. But once, honestly, guys, once we get the sketch down, it's Fun City. It's Detail City. Try to ignore the middle because it literally doesn't matter. I can continue with the green and the other details in the middle. I guess it really doesn't make sense to make the UFO green. But I have green. And I did want to add something to it too. From the UFO. We'll see if we get that far. Am I screwing this up? It has to be. It's not a diamond. It's a circle. It's an oval, right? Let me squint. Kind of. Yeah. So let's round out these wings here. Okay, I think that'll do with the shape. Gotta just let this dry now, let this sketch dry. And then I can kind of fix details as I go along, and I can take black and kind of like touch up some of the outlying mistakes, like that little drip that I just got there. hungry. Oh, I have snacks. I have snacks in this room. I have snacks in this suitcase. You can see inside the suitcase right now. I put my other suitcase in here because it wasn't full enough, but I've got some beef jerky. Yay! I'm not hungry anymore. Like, I'm really hungry. I guess that taco wasn't enough. Oh, hi. In San Jose, I ate the same thing 2 nights in a row because it was great. There's this place called Vaughn's Chicken, which looked like a chain. Never heard before. And they had all these different sauces on their different cuts of chicken. And I got the same thing twice in a row. Vaughn's special sauce was delightful. This looks good to me. What do you think? I'm gonna read off my phone so I'm not like squinting at my computer. Oops. We'll skip my own ad. Let's see here. Sorry. We'll just let it go for a second while this dries. It's actually, looks like it's close to being dry. There's the Andromeda galaxy next door. Hard to believe there's no life over there. Right? Spooky Boo. I'm half Hispanic. I kind of grew up with the story of La Llorona. I don't really believe in it, but it's still scary. Super scary. Didn't see the movie, but I did hear of the cryptid. I mean, I guess you can call her a cryptid. She's kind of a ghost, right? The Andromedans visit our galaxy via wormholes. They're the highways of the universe. Yes, they are. Maybe we'll put a little wormhole in the corner somewhere here. Maybe we'll put it above the spaceship, and that's where it came from. I'm gonna be chewing on this piece of fat all night if I don't spit this out. Okay. Spooky Boo, aren't you the one from Norway? And you're half Hispanic? You've been all over. I'm so glad that protected it. The tape really did its job. I'm so excited about this. Like it's like a new chapter, you know? Just adding to the suitcase. I already have some patches. I'm gonna put it on top right here. My mom, she gave me this donut patch. It's really blingy. It's like pink with all kinds of, the whole thing is crystals. And I'm like, what do I do with this? I love it, but it doesn't go on my punk jackets, and I haven't figured it out yet. Dad is from Chile, Mom is from is Norwegian. Wow! What a cool mix. Shout out what country or state you guys are coming from, if you want to, if you feel safe doing that, of course. We're almost dry. Kind of. Green, you're actually gonna come in handy. Oh man, if I did like a green chrome effect kind of thing, where it had like lots of shine on it, that would look so cool. I need a reference. Anybody else have ideas for what goes on the back? I guess as I travel, I can come up with ideas per where I'm going. Like, we can have a desert scape, we can have a mountain scape. We can have, I don't know if I want to do an ice scape. That would be, I would never go to anywhere where there's tons and tons of ice. I don't know if I would do that. I don't like being cold. I like the desert. I've never been though. I mean, I'm in California, but... And I've definitely driven through the desert on the way here, like Nevada. But I never like chilled out in the desert. Well, this travel snack is gone. Not bringing that to Austin. Alright. Turn this back on. Chrome. I'm just gonna look up Chrome and get some ideas, because like I know what Chrome looks like. I've done it before, but I always want... This is what came up when I typed in Chrome. Chrome illustration. Oh wow. Look at that. How dope. I want to do a green chrome, like a super shiny. I don't even know if I ever see anything that's non-silver chrome. It's kind of just a mirror, like that's what chrome is. But we can have some green there, I'm sure. Like, it's not impossible. I'm going to use this guy as a reference because it pretty much gives me, like, every light source you could possibly want. Civilized desert. If you can call it civilized. Route to Palm Springs, not so far. Is Palm Springs a desert? Sounds like a vacation destination. I probably haven't seen it, though. Maybe. Houston specifically... also known as the Space City. I sometimes call it the Spaced City due to the nuts we have. Oh, interesting. So you're from Texas, Michael, then. Cool. Well, Michael, I'll at least be in your state, but I know that Houston and Austin might as well be different countries. Or at least that's what I'm told. Okay. Oh, wait, but okay, that's my chrome. But I need my other guy for... I guess I should just, like, download these pictures. Because first I need to find my shape, like, my details of the UFO, and then I'm going to add the chrome. I think that's what we're going to do. Oh, no. I think I lost my UFO. Where'd that guy go? There he is. I can't really see my mate details. It's moving. Interesting. Okay. Let's just start going in with color. Let's see what we do. We'll just play around a little bit. The white is still wet. That might be a slight problem, but I'll work with it. I actually really love doing high shine paintings and illustrations. What's so cool about them is they look really dynamic without trying too hard. Like, if you can strategically add in like streaks of white, you get this texture that looks really realistic and impressive for not a whole lot of extra work besides perception. Like, the actual work of creating the chrome is short, but you just have to do it right. I think I'm going to just like kind of outline this a little bit, kind of start adding in the color. Add where this saucer wing starts and ends. It really does go all the way up there, and like that's kind of what the picture shows too. Like, you're really seeing the underneath of this thing. We might change this, make it darker or something, but I just want to see where I'm going here. Perhaps I should have colored that ball in first, so that it would be a straight line and I wouldn't ruin it by going back in underneath. Because I always give the advice of, draw from the bottom up so that you can layer on top and like create those hard lines. And then I just don't follow my own advice. It's not bad. Seems like it's in the right place. This guy has a little band that's what I should be doing next. That's what I should be drawing. I need to draw these separations where the band meets the ball to know what I'm doing here. So right... It's really low. It seems really low. Like, how's that make sense? So glad I looked up a reference, as always. I would have been just so lost making this up. Even something that, like, this has to be an artist rendering, but the physics of it has to be right. Like, it has to seem like it makes sense as if it were, like, if it was a real machine, if it was made of metal, if it was an aircraft of some sort, that it would be plausibly together. And I guess just kind of goes like that. That's what it looks like. I have my window open a lot, and I just love when the night reaches that point where the chill comes in. It gives me this sense of like it's time to kind of like start settling down and cuddling in and getting ready for bed. But I've got a lot more to do tonight, like on my list. Some change. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be coming in with black and like kind of touching up this sketch. Oh, I'm so excited that I'm gonna have like this to bring to Austin. Like, okay, so this ball is pretty green. Is pretty dark. I'm gonna like add some black now to kind of plot out where the dark parts are going to be, and then I'm going to also add in light eventually. Or maybe I should do the light first. Actually, that's kind of the rule. Okay, the light part is pretty light. I mean, the top part's pretty light. I'm gonna do that right now before I kind of like neglect it. Ah, this is gonna be a neon green spaceship. I'm so excited. Look at that little guy over there. Can you guys see it? Well, should I be zooming in? Oh, if I zoom in, you can't see the whole thing at once. See, that's what I was worried about. That's alright, we're gonna continue to paint it. Okay, that's there. Great. Now I can do what I want with the rest. I think what I'm going to do now is just color in the green here. We're going to put windows. We're going to put other little details. But generally I wanted the background to be green and then add in some dark spots. Yes. And the chrome. And the chrome. So this is kind of going to be a straight green. Like it's kind of light. Like it's not the lightest, but it's not the darkest. This is what Bob Ross had to do. Like kind of just as he was painting, just kind of illustrate what he was thinking, and I love it. I'm the new Bob Ross. Can't take over the Legends place. Man, it was so amazing. Like every single painting that Bob Ross taught, which had to be a lot, like they just came out so beautiful, and he wasn't using any references. He was making little happy accidents. Okay. So this is kind of our medium green. I don't know if that light source is correct. I kind of make this a little darker. I'm not really going for perfection because I never create anything that's perfect. So I'm kind of like all of this stuff is really easy. Like I'm never going to be doing like a neighborhood scape where there's like tons of people and everything. Like that's not going on this. It has to be something that's fun and kind of can get done in kind of like one session, you know? Hi. Good night, Michael. Paul Ross, love it. Happy little spaceship. You guys are awesome. Stepping into the Twilight Zone when the band hits the ball. I'm like reading in the opposite direction. Sorry, guys. Really hate. I'm gonna read yours, Michael, if you're still here. I really hate to cut out. I gotta hit the hay. Understandable. Work tomorrow. After this week, I will be off the whole week. Yay! Relax. Play catch up with some domestic matters. Love that. Try to relax, Jess. Oh, I'm gonna be having the best time. You got a cool and talented hand with that brush. Happy Valentine's Day. Peace, love. Thank you. Good night. Thank you for joining us. Everybody, thank you for joining us. Okay. This ring, I think it's going to be lighter. Yes. It's going to be a little bit lighter. I gotta get more paint here. I'm trying to use like, oh no, that's the Textile Medium. Honestly, I don't know how I didn't get even more paint on this rug. Oh, and I got paint on my camera too. My old camera has tons of paint on it. If I cared, I guess I would get it off eventually, but okay, we're gonna do another lime green because that seems to be what is happening on this picture. I don't really know why it's lighter down there, but it is. This band pretty much is what hits the ball. I have to internalize that. I mean, honestly, I can kind of be a little bit free because I still have to paint in the ball, and that's on top of this layer. I'm trying to get around the Samsonite logo. It's a little tough. Again, the monitor is just helping so much to see it in a larger perspective. Usually what I would do is hold something in a mirror, look in a mirror to get the different perspective, but the monitor kind of does a similar thing, that it switches the way that you've been staring at it for a long time, which is kind of the artist's trap. What's going on over here? A little scared that some of these, the perspective is off. When she's silent, she's concentrating. Hey, and maybe even like if I kind of finish this for the night, the spaceship, but I'm not like 100% about it, I'll just kind of come back at a later date and touch it up. Like, I mean, I'm touching up these freaking buildings tonight, so. Because some things are kind of off, in my opinion. But we might be able to fix that. Okay, we're going to go into our darker colors now. And I think that honestly just means going in with the straight green, because we haven't really done that yet. I'm going to get a new brush even. What kind? I love these angled tips because they help you create great lines and like kind of like calligraphy. This is right from the bottle green. Oh, I'm loving it. Like it's coming together. Like the shape is really taking shape. Great. Looks a little patchy. Like even in the monitor. I'm like not letting anything dry, so that's what's kind of coming out of it. It's a little off, but I think no, actually, you know, I made this the lower part of the ball larger and the top part smaller, so that kind of like evens out the perspective, I think. Am I just convincing myself that it's okay? And so, one thing I have to add is like there's a darker band that goes underneath here. That's what I want to do with the black. A little bit of black. Or maybe a little bit of blue. We're going to do chrome. Like maybe, mix a little blue in here. Oh, we still have some. We have a lot. It's still wet. Oh yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking for. It's like where it goes over into these slats, it just kind of disappears and I don't care about it. Like I'm not even trying over there. like every new thing that I add to it, it seems like it's looking more like it's supposed to, which is great. I hope. I hope I'm right. Looks so patchy still. I hate that part of it. But I mean, I think that will be fixed once I go in with more of the details. I just... Can I erase that? I want to put in the chrome because I know that's going to look, it's going to be such a cool part of it. No, it should be closer. Oh, damn it. I think I screwed. Just going in with a heavy hand. Let's erase our mistakes. Sorry, no little happy mistakes there. Okay, I'm going to start from the middle is what I'm going to do. Okay. We kind of make them a little skinnier and a little closer together as we go out. In general. I think I went too skinny too fast. These are not organic shapes. These are futuristic machines. Actually, this is resembling the buildings quite nicely if I'm remembering the windows on those buildings, so it's canon. Gonna blur this over here so that our perspective is forgiven. Or not. I mean, I guess you can definitely see that it might be a spaceship. This lime here does not look correct. It's way too bright for the bottom and doesn't make any sense. Let's maybe kind of like even give it some shading here. So that the back is a little bit darker. Because that makes sense, right? Blendy, blend, blend. I think that helped a little bit. to get a smaller brush so we can go in with some of those details on the windows, because I'm just making them up right now. Is the paint over the zippers going to stay? Let's see. You know what? There's paint over these zippers, and they do stay. Yep, it's still there, and I've been zipping this open and closed, and it's right down here. Yeah, they stayed. And about that, like, you would think that you're like locking the zippers and that they are going to be painted shut. That would probably take a lot of layers to do that. You basically can like run over it real fast and it will open. I mean, these are not even a challenge. This might be a little bit, but you just kind of and it'll go. Okay, let's get a little bit more specific with these windows here, because these shapes, like, what is this shape? Now playing Narcolepsy by Third Eye Blind. Love that song. I feel like it's fitting for this moment. I don't know why. Oh, I do have ice cream downstairs. I do have ice cream. Look at my speckled sky. Lovely. These windows have to be as tall as each other because that only makes sense. See, they're getting wonky. That worked. I didn't even think it was going to work that well. Let's do it to the top, I guess. Okay, alright. It's looking like a spaceship. Still gotta do that chrome, man. Gets kind of curious over here because of the zippers and such. Okay, I don't hate it. I don't think it's perfect, but good enough for me. All right, I think right now I'm gonna start playing with the chrome. Um, like, it definitely looks like a spaceship. And so in order to do this chrome deal, it's going to be a lot of contrast. So we're going to take this shape and add a lot of white highlights and a lot of dark too. I'm going to do let's see, chrome illustration. And also, I guess the idea with chrome is that it reflects off the things around it, which would be the dark. Okay, I think I have an idea of how this is gonna go. Oh, I've got some white over here. Cool. Brand new brush. What size? What size? I think this is good. And I guess you also have to have a light source, which I don't really know where that is. I guess it would be... I don't know. It would be below it from like the city. I don't know if it's better to wait for it to dry so that I can put it on sharp, or if I should be doing this now so I can blend it. Maybe, like, yeah, I think I should do it while it's wet and then go in again with a pure white when it's practically completely dry. I don't know. I'm making it up as I go. I'm like honestly just thinking out loud. Though the thing about chrome is that there really is not a whole lot of blending, like a little bit around the edges, but oh, I just had an idea. Actually, I think the white should be on the top. Too late. That wasn't the idea, though. Well, we've got something. Oh, I know something that we'll add. This looks really undynamic, so let me just add a little shading in here. No. This area over here is like my least favorite part. I have no idea what's going on there. Okay, I'm gonna kind of... I think I need to let a lot of this dry because I don't really know exactly what's going on and if I'm thinking of correctly what to do with it. I feel like I'm really just making it up. Which It's fine in some instances, but I really want to look like it's popping, like it really does makes like it would live in the world. I might just like make a lot of this dark over here. Like really dark, like black stuff. Okay. Now what I wanted to do though. Oh, maybe right now we'll take off some of the tape. I think this would be a good time because really all I needed for was the galaxy. Yay! Reveal! Oh, I'm excited. Okay, so this is what we're working with. Let's tilt up a little bit. Fun. All right, let's start taking the tape off. Oh, I love it. What happened there? Oh my god, look at those contrasting colors though. Oh my god, I love it. Okay, so my idea that I was planning since the beginning is maybe kind of obvious, like it's not incredibly novel, but I was thinking of having a laser, you know, kind of shooting down one of the buildings. Where would it be coming from? What, that window? Yeah, I guess. Why not? And then it would glow it. It'd make it like glow, but what color would the laser beam be? It could be anything. Crazy good. Also don't have to worry about confusing your oh, no way. No one's gonna get away with this luggage without me chasing them down. Wow, look at this background. I need to stand back. Sorry, let me kind of look at a distance. Wow. Oh my god, I love this actually so much. Wow. Like that background though, dude. Oh my god, I'm so excited about this. Ah! I love it. Okay, now what are we making the laser beam? I want you guys to help me with this one. What color is the destroyer laser beam going to be? It can be anything. I've got all the colors, really. And what I'm going to do, I don't know if you can see this on camera, but for some reason, I don't remember this happening or how it happened. But there's a glow. There's like a glow around the building. So I'm going to take the laser, I'm going to shoot it down onto here, and it's going to like be glowing with the same color of the laser. Thanks, Callie. I appreciate it. So tell me, what would a good laser beam and glow? The whole outside of this building's gonna glow. Like, what color should it be? While you decide, while you let me know, my least favorite part of these buildings is the tops are super duper splotchy. And that was, I guess that was, I don't know why. I remember that happening. But I'm going to kind of even those out, I guess. Because a lot of them I really don't like. Where's my orange? That's what we're going to use. I don't even know if it's the same orange. Gosh, this is definitely like not the same orange color, but it looks really close. Like, this is a custom color, like a really custom color, but it looks really similar, which is weird. We need a little yellow in there, too. Maybe we'll add a couple details to the faces of the buildings, too. Though they look kind of rugged and cool, but I really never like the tops of these. Wow, we don't got much yellow left. clean brush. See, one advantage of having this many brushes is you're always ready to grab like a fresh one and then just clean them all later. But I think I want one that I've already used, to be honest. I really like the angled ones. It's like drawing with a calligraphy pen is what I said before. Where did it go? I don't know where that brush went. Oh, here, that's what I'm looking for. Okay. It looks so dirty, and like it obviously, I can see where like I didn't quite finish it. Like it's just not correct. So guys, tell me what color should the laser beam be? Red for the laser, something different for the burn and glow. I don't know if that would make sense. I do like the idea of the red laser, but I think that the glow needs to be the same just so that you get across the idea that that's why it's glowing that color. But I think if nobody has a better idea, I'm going with red. Because red was one of the colors. Like at first I was like, I thought green, like the spaceship, but there's a lot of, sameness there with the spaceship. Like that's a lot of, I don't know, it didn't make that much sense. I like red. I think I'm gonna go with red. I bought like a carton of my diet ice cream, my enlightened ice cream, when I was in San Jose, and never was like interested enough to eat it, so I just kind of left it in the freezer for, I guess, the maids. I hope they enjoy it. Like I didn't even touch it. Well, what is going on here? I don't know what happened here. I'm keeping a little bit of dark around the rim as if it's like the tops of the buildings are beveled, like you would have like a railing there. Although I'm seeing something now. Some of these buildings are orange, some of them are pink. I kind of want to keep it. It's their building color. There we go. Add some pinky back in there. This is giving me peace. Like this is finally happening. These buildings are finally getting fixed. Because I was never happy with, like, especially the rooftops. This brings me peace. Like, I could see where I was trying to sketch underneath. It was so unfinished. I almost kind of want to put something on the tops, though, because they're going to be so solid colored now. Now playing new Deftones. Man, as much as I think like it's going on so solid, then I look and it's like bleeding in back into the black background, the black canvas. It just eats it up. All right. I guess I'm going to let some of these layers continue to dry. That's what I need to do. And then while they're doing that, let's do this laser beam. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. Red. Where's my red? Oh my god, do I have any? Yes, I definitely do. Red is going to get eaten by the black, though, so I'm going to have to go in with the white first. Let's do that. The red's going to, like, chomped up by the black. The heck was that? I guess I want it to come from there, I guess. Oh, this is already looking really cool. We didn't even add the color yet. Oh. I want kind of like a blobby outside, like kind of like it's pulsating and stuff. I think I need a smaller brush though. I really went ham with this one. Is that being too conservative. Like, should it be a little bit more cartoonish? I need a smaller brush, though. I feel like I'm going to make mistakes and can't take them back. It needs to be hard to take on this canvas, though. I think this will be our best bet. Just make it through. We're almost done, camera. I promise. Could look better as blue. Blue will make the building pop more. Blue would make the pop more, but it wouldn't stand out against the background. And also, I feel like blue is like a kind color, like it's a tranquil color. I guess you could say the same about green. Oh, I didn't want it to go into the building. Flames. We do not come in peace. Man, this paint is so great. Like, it is really opaque. And I foresee this layer kind of staying pretty opaque. I love it. Wow, I love it. I almost want to keep some of that white in there to make it look so hot. Like, maybe I'll kind of make the center red, the center of the beam in the fire, but it kind of like move out to this white, hot, and yellow kind of color. I don't know, because I kind of love that. Oh, no. Oh my god, that's so cool. I'm so excited to add the red. I do need to let that dry, though. That would be a disaster if it didn't. Actually, let me continue to touch up the tops of the buildings, I guess. Probably gonna be a good use of my time, I guess. And so now that it's red, I'm going to also add kind of like red chrome that's reflecting off of the fire and stuff for sure. Oh, that's what I'll do next. I'm like trying to find a dry spot of something that I can add to it, and I want to add a lot of shade and darkness to this side of the ship. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Okay. I think this will save this side of the ship, hopefully, if I do it correctly. Wow, that's really dark. Where's my green? Do I have any green? I don't have much. We have green to spare. We have so much green. I think the black and the dark green will really make it like heavy in space. It will give it a lot of weight, a lot of shape. I'm really just gonna kind of like I kind of want to like black out a lot of this without being disrespectful. Oh, it would be shadows over here. Oh fuck, I already fucked this up. Okay, I'm gonna fix something that I screwed up that I don't like. The white should be on top if there's gonna be like a chrome kind of deal. Don't quit on me. I'm not quitting on you. just putting it right on the painting, of course. Because if the reflections are coming from below, then that would only make sense that, like, the inside of the top of the windows are reflecting that. Guess I'm gonna have to shower my entire body, which is covered in paint. Real heavy white. Using my fingers with the paint, not how it works. Oh my gosh, I keep feeling better and better about it all the time. This is great. I think even to add to the dynamics, I'm going to add black on the bottom of the windows as a shadow. Like, well, does that make sense? No, I know. I'm going to, like, add, like, some kind of shading in there. Like, some kind of ombre. Yeah, I like it. I don't even know if there's anyone in the chat room yet. I mean, anymore. But I'm here. I'm here to finish this. I wonder what time it is. 9, that's right about up where it's supposed to be. Give some dynamic. Like, I'm literally just putting my hand right in wet paint. I can feel it. I can see it too. This black, man. Talk about showing up. I love it. Oh, yes, I love it. I'm really beginning to actually be happy with this. This spaceship. I can't believe it took me this long to get paint on this camera, or my lens, to be honest. How are we doing? Oh, yeah, it seemed... no, it's not. As I look at my finger and it's all white. Is it tomato? I'm gonna take a step back, see what I feel. Wow. That's different. That is different than it started. Wow. I'm really okay with the spaceship. Oh, I see something I don't like. I need to blend this middle part a little bit more so that there's a gradient. Okay, that's a little better. Gonna like walk around it, see it from the top. Okay, all right. Oh, I'm gonna get my red while I'm back here, actually. Oh, I see stuff about the buildings I still don't like. Ow. Okay, on the knees all day is a little rough. There are so many paintbrushes in this cup right now. For this one painting. This one, like, part of the painting. I got pink. And orange. Yay! This doesn't make any sense here. of touching up all the bullshit that I did last time right now. Like I had drying layers. I watched a teensy bit of the video just to get the thumbnail and everything from the last time. Can't believe it was that long ago. I actually didn't realize that until I said the year out loud. Like, that was January 2000. No. Sorry. It was January 2020. January 2020 was right before the pandemic hit. So 2 years ago. How time flies in the world we're living into today. I don't know. I don't like what I did there. That doesn't make any sense. Unless it's reflecting all this color. Actually, that would be something really fun to do. Like put some red reflections in kind of everywhere, which is kind of what that crossed my mind. Okay, I think I'm gonna go in with the red now, maybe. If it blends, that might be okay, and then I can kind of go in with a real red layer after that's dry. We're just so many layers. Wow, look at this. Look where we are. Look what we've done. I'm low on red too, and I like my red. I use a lot of that. I actually do want something quite thin. This is a dark red. Firestorm. What are your guys thoughts so far? This is near done for tonight. Like, we're gonna bring this to Austin once I think I'm just gonna add the red. Maybe do a couple touch-ups, maybe in black, like around. I kind of see that it's not going to contrast as much because the building is red. But I'm committed. I think I'm going to leave most of it yellow though, because gosh, the white the white is so contrasting. And that looked really cool, and now I'm second guessing it, especially because this red is so dark out of the bottle. I think I'm just gonna kind of put some red embellishments. I think it's kind of violent now. Like, I was thinking red. Like, red was in my mind, but I don't know now. It looks really mean and in death. Like, it's a lot of death. I didn't necessarily want to go for that. Maybe I'll put the white back on. I don't know about this red, guys. Or something else. Maybe we can paint over the red with another color. Maybe pink. Pink wouldn't be as harsh, but the red is like really violent, and I don't necessarily want it to be like murder. Maybe I'll go with the blue after all. I don't know. Or green. I kind of want to just go back to the white. I wish I could, Apple Z. What do you think? Wow, you guys were talking a lot. Green was a good choice. Colors look cohesive. Oh, good. Make the blast like a super light red. It's almost yellowish white. Like the energy explosion. So, Jess, I was rearranging my room. Hi, Azure Cloud. Yesterday, and I found the envelope of stuff you sent me as part of the contest when you were graduating school. Oh, how cool! My favorite things in an envelope is the Rec Radio question card. Oh my gosh, and the Immaculate Reception promo card. Very special, like those don't exist. Okay, what about purple or violet? Actually, that might not be a bad... Violet might be an okay choice, because... See, the thing is, like, if it was green, it might seem like it's lifting it away, like as if you would have which is kind of like where I was going in the beginning, and then it turned into fire. Purple would do a similar idea, and I think I don't like the flaminess, because, again, it makes it really violent. I was originally going to go with a blob, like as if you were like kind of going to suck it up and through the beam me up Scotty kind of deal. I do need to finish this before I go, or else I feel like it'll give me a bad juju. Like I don't want to keep it red. I wonder if I can kind of take some of it off already before it even dries. So I can get to it. Yeah, I think I'll try violet. We close our bottles so that it doesn't tip over and spill over my entire carpet that I love so much. Thanks. I think this will be better. And we're going to take away the flames. We're going to make it kind of blob. Like... What are you thinking so far? I think this is definitely going to be better. Oh my gosh, Alt J came out with a new album, and it's pretty cool. I've only listened to a couple songs here and there, but I loved Most of them. Thoughts on the purple? It's like the fire and brimstone was never there. Who won the Super Bowl? I was literally in San Jose and somebody was like, oh, the Super Bowl's in Los Angeles. I'm like, is it? I do, like, roughly remember hearing that, but was not in the front of my mind. The violet does seem less aggressive, I agree. I like this so much more. Rams won. Where are they even from? Is that us? LA Rams? Does that sound right? This is just how ignorant I am about sports. Rams. Where are the Rams from? Rams from LA. All right. Hey, go Rams. Okay. Oh my gosh, yes. Much better. I think I want to add a little white around, like at the, do I have any white? Just around the border to make it a little bit more glowy. Give it a little bit more. When you're painting something one color, just always know in the back of your mind that adding a secondary shade will always make it more dimensional no matter what. I learned a lot about like the different areas of my city. Dig this. So going to San Jose, it was the second time that I was actually flown up for a commercial. First was Jerry, and then second was this one. Different company, you know. And they're all entrepreneurial companies like new softwares and tech. And I learned that like Adobe was there and Facebook and everything, and I'm like, wow. And I told this to people. I'm like, San Jose is the new Silicon Valley. And then I learned this weekend that San Jose is Silicon Valley, like that area. I had no idea where in California at all, like, tech was. So, learn something new every day. And what's so just me, I've found, is that, like, whenever I learned that I've been incredibly stupid about something, I explain it to people that I've been so stupid about things. Why? Why can't I just, like, go along like I always knew? Because, like, I usually don't have to explain to people, like, how I've thought one thing or didn't know something. But I tell them anyways. Because I think it's funny. This zipper that I'm painting on top of might get a little tricky eventually. Gotta stand up. Oh yeah, that's much better. Oh my god, I love it. Dude, the galaxy is out of this world. I'm okay with the spaceship. Like, the spaceship, like, the shape is good and everything. It looks a little soft. I think that in the future I'll probably come back and revisit it just a little bit. Like, add some more details, but right now I'm pretty happy with it. I'm gonna walk around it. I'm gonna walk around. Let's tell you my thoughts. It kind of distorts when you kind of see it over the zippers and stuff, but I really like the lavender. I'm really okay with that. Let me kind of blend this out. I don't want it to look like a paintbrush. I want it to be pretty blendy. Finger paints. Your finger's another brush. Well, guys, this is the Austin edition. Tell me your final thoughts. What do you think? Violet was obviously the best color here. I really like it. Good night, William. Hey, night. Crew, fantastic art. I think the jog today tuckered me out. Hey, you earned it. You earned it. Happy since I wasn't invested in either team. Oh yeah, at the moment, and the game was contentious. Oh, interesting. So yeah. Oh man, I'm very excited about this. Like, I remember. Hi, come here. Come here. I remember when I originally did the buildings, I was pretty excited about it. I mean, it wasn't much, obviously. It was taking up a very small portion of this gigantic suitcase. But I thought it was pretty cool, despite being not fully done or even and perfect or anything like that. But it was something, and now I've got this beautiful background. I think the most, I don't know, I was gonna say the most successful part is the galaxy, because it really does look exactly like it's supposed to. But honestly, I really do like the way our spaceship came out. And the lavender, yeah. It's beautiful. Wow. You guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey of adding to our... Honestly, I have so much more stuff to do tonight that, I need to do for this trip. But I'm really, really happy and really excited that we did this. And I'm really happy with it. So thank you guys for joining me. We'll look at it one more time. Let's look at it big. This is the whole picture. There it is. There it is. Oh, I love it! I love it! It's so cool. Nobody can mistake my suitcase. Nobody is mixing it up at the airport. Alright, guys. I'll leave you with it. And I will say peace, love, rock and roll. Have a great rest of your night. Oh, great. There's paint stars on my computer. Great. Great.